Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of... the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
What? 380.
Mike by 4. We ain't giving up nothing.
Now the young man was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie. It's Phillip Lindsay. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 31, Wilson. And this is caught by Watkins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
What? 280.
47's the mic. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
On first and 10, it's Lindsay. And an alley to run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Jump it, you right there.
On first down, Wilson. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
On first down, it's Lindsay. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Watch out, watch out.
Took right.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him, Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Hey, easy. Cut.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Breeze. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 6 there on the first down play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Here's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Check 31, check 31.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey, he'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Watch the run, watch the run. Both sevens to Mike, both sevens to Mike.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
On second down, Wilson. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Mike by 4. Here I come.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Philip Lindsey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. The Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows to 10-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They're going to get 9 here on 1st down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
Ready.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Kill.
Breeze now. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. First catch for last year's NFL catch leader, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, New Orleans.
Ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Set. 5-8. 14. We got this. Hey, easy.
Don't let him breathe. Play that time deep. Don't let him breathe.
Let him.
49. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Go.
Return.
From midfield, here's Breeze. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Breeze will try again on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Breeze to throw again. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the run. Mike.
21.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards, good for a Saints 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
14 yards is the pickup, 1st down, New Orleans.
First down, New Orleans.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady.
49. Ready? Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Here, 21.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
Two kills. Wait, that.
Now Breeze again. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Hill. Steps away to his left. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Let's go, boys. Bring it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
He got 29 yards that time. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Here's Wilson. Philip Dorsett holds it in. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
I'm on.
Jim. Switch.
On first down, it's Lindsey. Room here to run. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Philip Lindsey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are. But with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert it.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
95, 56.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
11.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. This is taken at the 18. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Check hot route. Hot.
Here's Wilson to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown on the season. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now Myers for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Ready.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Ready. 95, 56, 54.
Watch the run. Watch the run. This side, baby.
On second and 11 now. Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
On first down, Breeze. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Hill. On the move to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
First down, New Orleans.
Ready. Blue ready.
Mike 54.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Flip it, flip it, flip it. Let's go.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit? They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Check. 5-8, 5-8.
Coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go.
Now a play fake. Breeze. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1-0 when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Hill, buying time to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut him down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Slam, slam, slam.
Alert.
47's the mic.
Third and long. It's Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Harris now to return. A very good return there, giving an even 20 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
From the 35 on second down, Breeze. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd and 4. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Breeze now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking long for Thomas. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Check tight. Check tight. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check tight.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter.
I got it. Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey.
Another run by Lindsey. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Philip Lindsey. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 24. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, kill.
From the 44, Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Check your hot read.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Get in the right room. Check 99. Check 99.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. This is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 38, Saints 7.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be second and 11.
Ready. Yellow lady.
Mike, 49. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run
Like that.
Now Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off. I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
They'll run with White. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Opting to run again here with White. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
Watch the screen. Pass. Shift.
Front it.
Short.
Good.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Marcus Davenport there to take him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Seahawks, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Eno. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish these well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by they sell.
That's why I treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just enough.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round here, I make a joke. Everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't geeks, too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. With an ass back, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give it back. My bad when the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's